Good evening. It is May the 10th today, and I hear myself somewhere. So let's mute that. Welcome back. I had a week of holidays. Went to Disneyland Paris, so I'm pretty exhausted by walking miles and miles and miles in Disneyland Paris and in Paris itself. Went to the Eiffel Tower, the Arc de Triomphe, and all kinds of rides. But let's first start the show. Welcome back. This is my first stream right after the holidays. Been away for about a week, and yeah, I'm fully fresh and starting again. So I completely forgot what I was doing before the holidays. So we have to dive back in and see where we left off. Let's go to the code window. And there is a new version from Fish Studio, but I took too long to install that because my drive was full. So I've been cleaning up my drive a little bit. Last week, no, not last week, the week before last week, and I have to say good night and good evening in the chat window to everyone. Evening. Check in YouTube and Twitch, both checking. If you're in the chat, say hi to everyone, and you feel free to interact and to do whatever you like there, as long as it's appropriate. And what's all of this? It's always asking for my account, but I don't know which one. I think today we are going to continue with softasinsoftware.com, my website. https www.softasinsoftware.com. This one is the one that's live. So this one doesn't have authentication in here yet. You have to check that out and see if that's all working or not. This is Fish Studio. This is the live website currently with my latest videos on there. This is the one that we are now live on. I'm missing the tag there, but it's probably because it's cached for a day. And it should show my gear as well, right? For my holidays, I bought a new lens here, the Sigma 1850mm f2.8, and I made some pretty nice pictures there. Maybe I will make a selection of that and show that to you in the future. But I want to add the security thing in here. So you have to, if you go to the admin page, you have to log in first. And let's dive in there and see if this one is still working. If I run F5 here, see the preview, 1730 previews 1 is available now. Oh, what's all of this? Warnings. I hope warnings. Swagger, we now have the logins, the accounts and gear pages and the YouTube API. Let's have a look at the page here. it's still in break, I think, yes. And it still thinks it's logged in for some reason. So let's log this off. If I go to admin page, this is not allowed because I need to be authenticated. And whenever I log in, and I hope I can remember one of the items, Jake at docus.nl test 1234.bang. That's not right, so let's make that Joe then. Also not right. Maarten. That's right. So I'm now logged in as hello, my friend. One lion. Yeah. Should say shout out. One lion. Are you still streaming? Or are you in your new job where you're not allowed to stream? I should check it out on the website. Twitch.tv/one lion. A meeting. Oh yeah, so you're offline now. Cool. Well, things will be quite a switch if you, not a twitch, a switch by not having you on every day, full time. So we'll miss you there. Let's see here. So this one should not be there, but we need to put that into the navigation somewhere. Or not put it in at all. Because the only one who should log in here is me and no one else. Still learning about the requirements of the project, but I think I'm still be able to stream for about 3-4 hours a day on a regular schedule once things get settled. I think you're working at a contract as a contractor. Eh? Love your scrolling marquee. Oh, darn it. That's even worse. I even also did not change my title here. It's also an old title. Well spotted. Where is it? Dun, dun, dun. I think that should be much better if it starts scrolling, that is. It's very slow. I always notice I'm close to the 100 follower goal in about 3 or something. So I have to adjust my goal then. Society. We have a society in the Netherlands as well. And I have some peer developers that I know who are working there. It's quite a big company. Yeah, Mr. Lorem. I can show you some Lorem if you go to WinWord and then blank document, and then you type in equal Lorem, and there you are. How cool is that? Oh, that's the. Some more Lorem Ipsum. Basically, this one, the Lorem Ipsum, is specialization on the other one, the equal rand function in Word. I'll type some random, I would say rando text, but random text. Oh, I am hitting the microphone. It's too low. And let's close that again. Don't save it, because there's more where we... I get now the live icon here. Okay. I think because the local host version is not caching. So I think the production version, I think, is missing it now. Software in software. See, the live version doesn't have the... Oh, and this is the old one. The new one is not even on here yet. I should have stopped the web app, maybe. 300k worldwide. Is that the number of employees? 4,400 plus in the US. 300k. That's a lot. Number of employees. Society. 44. That's a lot. That's not really 300k, but this is when they started, maybe. Founded in 1967. Sorry, Amsterdam, 19,000. Was in the preview on Google. About us. 100 locations globally. Yeah, they also joined Capgemini. Maybe Capgemini bought Society. Is Capgemini, is that also an international company? It is, I think. This Capgemini, I think the CEO from this key figures. Are these persons key figures or... Wow, 325,000 team members. All these cookies. I think they also have 25,000 cookies. There's one person in there, I think it's Aaron Toledo. Capgemini. See, that's this person. If it will load at least. This Ron Toledo guy, that's a Dutch guy. He was my... I learned my C++ with from this guy. When I got my bachelor degree computer science, he was the one teaching me C++. And he was very thorough on forcing to do the things right. Never knowing that he was going to be, what is he now? CTO for Capgemini. I think Society has its own CTO. I think for every company in the world. great to see his face every now and then in the corporate world. And by the way, tomorrow there's the office add-in community call by Microsoft. And I will be presenting my Blazor office add-in there that will be added to the GitHub repo from the Office add-in developer community repo, the official repo by Microsoft. It's now in a pull request. GitHub.com. Let's have a look at that. Oh, I need to sign in again. Except I'll be changing my headphones over my work laptop for a meeting in a couple of minutes. Yeah, true. Can you post that link? Yes, sure. The one on the community call? Or the one for Ron Toledo? I think I will be close to the start of this call. That's 8 p.m. 8 a.m. PST, I think. Community call, yeah, that's this link. I have to log in here. If I remember my password. GitHub. Password. I should install my password manager in the VM, but I didn't. Oh, that's new. Let's do the two-factor. You can now do the two-factor in the app on your phone instead of getting a number there. They reverse it. They provide you a number, but you can also do it the other way around by putting a number in. So this is the Office add-in repo. There. Yes, it's the community call is also on YouTube. I think if you go to the link there. Oh, this is the meeting itself. That's Teams, but they are also on YouTube. Let's see if I'm logged in there. No, I'm logged in. Also nothing here. What is it? Microsoft 365, I think. Is there a group here? Yes. That's not the one, I think. There's also a developer. Yes, that's the one. Microsoft 365 developer thing. And I think there's community calls in here as well. Somewhere. Oh, is that renamed? Interesting. So I need to look that up. Let's have a look at. I will find it and put it in the chat here somewhere. YouTube. I think I subscribe to that. Oh, that's me. I'm live. There's a lot of things here. Now I'm showing my subscription list. Just Blazor. Can also be this one, Microsoft Developer. There they are. Oh, it's in Microsoft 365. I think they put it in a new one. April 13th. Oh, I hope it's not starting. And search for community call. Add in maybe. This one is the last one, the previous one. Copy link. This is the latest, I should say, recording in this YouTube channel. The recording for tomorrow will be posted here. Well, that's terrible English. Well, that's Dutch English. Story of my life. So I was planning to make this a short webcast today because I need to prepare my presentation for tomorrow. Now I'm sounding like Bugs Bunny. So I had two goals today. It's first remembering what I was doing before the holidays. And second, announcing the presentation for tomorrow. Oh, I was planning to show the pull request in here. There's a pull request. There are 6 now, and mine is this one. The 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th. May the 4th be with you. 303. That's pull request 303. That's mine. And we have gone through all kinds of hoops, like fixing text and make it social accepted and things like that. Fixing text, library changes, making sure that it was working, startup instructions, and there is now one change request. Where is there a change request again? I think I covered all change requests, but this one will probably be pushed today, and otherwise after the call, after the community call, and then this will go live for everyone to try out. And you can just simply get a code from this one and open it in Visual Studio, hit F5, and it should immediately run without issues. Although Eric Legault, he has some issues starting it up. But I've proved that it's working on my channel. Last question before I switch to headphones. Will it be broadcast live on the 365? Yes, it will be. And it's live in Teams as well. Oh, now I'm in doubt. Not sure if it's also live on YouTube immediately. I think it was, but I'm not really sure. Because if there was, there should be an entry on in here. Oh, I closed it, I think, already. So I closed it already. And I didn't see the live announcement on YouTube, so maybe it's only on Teams. I also had to rebranding, as you can see. This is the porcupine from the Office Edin repo, and my original one had my own logo in there. I was allowed to put in the copyright, although I don't care at all if there's copyright or not, because it's all free available and everyone can use it. My only goal is that everyone can use it and can learn from it and start building Blazor Office Edins. That would be my ultimate goal if everyone adopts it. It's much easier than using the Office.js stuff. Good, let's go back to here so you can make your call. Is the Teams link public? Yes, it's a public Teams link. I think the top link that I pasted for the aka MS Office Edins community call, that will redirect you to a link for Teams, so you get a calendar invite or something, and there's a public Teams link in there, so you can live join the call and interact with the team, chatting and give your feedback. And it's a returning call, so every second Wednesday, they have another call. Have a nice call with your team, and I hope to join you when you're live again, because I'm learning a lot from your sessions as well. This is the live one. It's not what I wanted to have a look at. This one. So I probably need to put this one somewhere over there, or over here, or over there. And also I need to check everything in, but to do that, I need to think about how to get my first login entry in there. Because if there's no database, it will generate a new database. But if I have a new database, there's no one in there, and I don't want to open up the login to everyone. Well, the login, but not the create login. So there's a mechanism in here that when there's no database, it will generate a new database. I think in here somewhere. There's an entry in there, create database, if not exists. And this will go into identity DB context. These things are nullable. I need to fix that as well, clean that up. But this one will also see the gear list database. If you go to the website, there's my gear list. If it will load today, maybe. Yes, no. Yeah, now I get it twice. It will automatically see this this database because I wanted to have some demo stuff in there. Well, actually, it's not really demo stuff. The products in here are actually things that I have that I'm using. If I go to this lens. This is that lens there. Let's see, 1.4 30mm lens for the Sony A6400. This is what I actually use. Same as with the A6400 that I just mentioned. And this is this nice microphone there that I accidentally hit every now and then or talk too loud into the microphone. Even though I have a compressor sitting under my table. The compressor is also in here somewhere. There's my compressor. Preamp. It's making, this giving me the radio sound. You can do a lot of things with it. The de-esser. I think it's still essing a lot, a bit. I think maybe need to fix that. Turn the knobs a little bit. Everyone likes to turn the knobs, I guess. So this one is seeding the database. If you look at the DB initializer, there's all these items. When there's no item in there, it will put them all in. But I also want to do the same thing for the user database. So what happens if I do something like, let's see, gear list, add range. Maybe I should do the same thing to the context. I think that's the DB context, yes. So if I create another one here, like this, there's a lot of items in there. Copy. If context, and this should not be the gear list because we already got gear list. But I want to have a new user model. Let's go to the user model. Only an email and is authenticated, so this is not the one that I want. If I register a model, I need, oh, it's a register model, an email, a password, and a confirm password. Register model. So if you go to the API here, where is my API? There is the API. In here, it's the minimal API. There's the gear list. To get it. This is creating one item. That's getting the specific gear item. That's putting the gear item in. Map delete. Map post is like this, the accounts. Question is, will it also automatically put in the register model if I put that in some sort of a list? Let's have a look here. Register, new register model. That's the authentication, I think. This is the register. And I need to register this one, where it's posting register model, putting it into the accounts thingy. How's that about the gear then? Log in, log out. There's the authentication service. This is used in here, in the what's called in the interface, and in here. Oh, in the two passwords are probably used to be validated in the login page. I think it's this one. No. Redirect to login, so it's this one. The validation should be that the login password enter your details, email address. Let's try it. 5. Let's see what's happening there. Oh, it's not running because my build will break, I think, because I put something in there that should not be in there. Where is the DB initializer? Because this is not complete. Context is there. What is there? Users? Users. Annie and not Andy. Andy, I think Andy is from Toy Story. I'm too much in Disneyland still with my head. Going with Andy. Annie. Then it should not return it, but it should skip it. So that's incorrect in here. If it has items in the gear list, that should be turned around. If not, gear list any. Then it should it's an if, so there's no thing needed there. Why is this in there? This should be indented. That's not right. That's E, Control A. We have to comment this, otherwise it won't format. E, comment. Then we have to put this one in here, I think. Yeah, now it did do some formatting here. Okay. They do have a point here. This will init the array, or what is it, the list? And then do the same thing. Maybe we should first test if this is actually still working. Context, save changes. But what if there's nothing in there? There's no changes at all. What if there are no changes? Will it give an exception? Well, let's just try it. We are going to delete the database here. Let's do that. Now just run it. See if it creates a database again. F5. I think it will. Oh, now restarting my monitor on the other screen. it still thinks there's a cookie in there, a token. So let's have a look at the gear now. The gear is generated again. I think we should see a new database here again. Solution Explorer. There's no database again. Also a shim file and no other temp thingy. So now let's do the same thing. See if we can get a user in there initially. Where is it? DB initializer there. Now let's do same thing. Uncomment. If there are no users, it should not return, but it should do something. It should get a new list of users for users equals to new users. We don't have users. Users are in database. New user models. Yeah, we need an array of user models. User model array. And in there, that should be a new array. And in that thing, we should create a new user model initializer. What would be in their name? Email. But this is not going to use, I think. Work, I think. Because we need to put a register model in there, I think. Register model. Now we can also do it easier than this. If there is no user available, then we are going to add a user, and the user is added by identity user. What do we have here? Username. But the username is not enough. Let's do a search here. If my Google will show up. Come on. Oh my got an update from my Edge, and I got all this new information here that I don't need right now. DB initializer, and creating ASP.NET identity user in seed method of DB initializer. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. 2014, that's old. Creating ASP identity user in seed method of database. Role manager, I don't need a role manager. I just want the user there. There's the password, I think. Create async. TMG. Okay, from Stack Overflow. New application user. Add to role. No, I don't need to add it to role. Solution, identity result, create async user. Oh, that's the user. Let's see if that still works. Where's my there? Let's bring that back to here. That doesn't exist. Let's have a look at the API, because when we put in a new user, that should be done using the API, I think. Username, email. It's actually this thing here. There's the password. It's really quick and dirty if we do something like this. Need to strip the API stuff from there. So let's have a look. If there's no user available, then we create a new user, identity user, and this is the email. Username would be, let's say, Maarten@Docus. And so my email is the same as the it's also the email, and obviously that needs quotes. Then await user manager. And we don't have an async thing here. So do we also have a user manager that's doing create? Where is the user manager coming from? Oh, the user manager is injected, I think. That's this one. Accounts. This one. Yeah, the user manager is injected, I think, here. Is it? User manager. I think that's pushed in by the system. That should be something. That should be there. How do I get the user manager? Username, manager create. Where does it get manager? Not sure if this still exists. entity framework core. Two core services with the identity for one is user manager, one is the sign-in manager. Yeah, but that's the one that we also see by the service, I think. This is on the API. I can call the API obviously, but call API function minimal API from within API. Amin Smai, good evening. How are you doing? Long time no see. Because I was away for a week. I guess you're not away. From how to call the function inside the API request function. I'm messing around here. What's this? All these things. Adding customer fields, no. What's the core version here? Let's see, check this. Nouget, where's Nouget? Here? No, not restore. Manage. Oh, we have updates. Swashbuckle. Let's update that. Consolidate. Oh, okay. YouTube API. We can also update the YouTube API. I think 12 updates. Six oh two, 605, 604, 605, 604, 602. Well, let's update the Google API because that's kind of independent. Let's see if it still works then. To do. I never remember if it's to do or to do with a space in there. Create initial user. Let's take this out for now. Kill the database there. Let's see if it's still working with the updates. Found markup element with unexpected name login redirect. Add a using directive for its namespace. Login redirect. The login redirect, that's something that's located here. Where is it? I don't know. Login redirect. Why is that not in there? That should be fixed. I don't know why that's in there. Let's first close everything. DB initializer saving that. Close all the things. Close all. Remove all the breaks. Other windows. Or it's on the debug, I think. Delete all breakpoints. Yes. Let's run this. There we go. First swagger, I think. Still creates a gear, that's good. So when you log in, you're calling the API with an email address and a password. That's the login page. Where's the login page? Here. Navigation manager. There's no secondary password for some reason. If I look at this, where is it? Oh, login, it's only one. If you register, that should give two. Register. There. And the registration. The register model, what does that contain? The shared item, I think. A register model there. That contains the email, password, and confirm password. Yeah. Authentication server, that's this one. I wanted to check, so was the entity framework 605, I think. Entity framework core 6. created my data layer with Entity Framework 6 code first and populating the database through seed method of the EV initializer class and everything blah blah blah. How can I add a user in seed method using user manager class when I change blah 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 to manager create async the hangs indefinitely. The popular answer task identity result create task user temp 123 then again, where does he get the manager? Manager here is the application user manager. This creates a user but not a password. I'm not using 2. On model creating. There's no model creating in mine. Identity DB context. That's not using code first, not using. This is. I want to use it through code and not through the command there. There's an older version. That's too old. It's 2017. Three. Two. Three, two, 6. This is what I'm doing. But this is not .NET 6. But is that still working? Solve similar problem as follows. Add scope, that's the DB initializer. No, I don't want to run the command. In my case, I'm using ASP.NET Core Identity and need initialize with default values. User Manager. Application user. Seed async. Let's have a look at the DB initializer here. That's referenced by 1. Called initialize. extension. Initialize as this one. So this is basically the seed item. Scott from Denmark, I think. How are you doing today? Yeah, Denmark. Where the beer and every alcohol things are very expensive. Just about to program with .NET MAUI. I read today somewhere that there is a memory leak in there somewhere. Application user. See, this is my initializer, and the initializer is doing this. Model builder. DB context. Role initializer, seed users. Seed users. Where's the seed users then? There, seed users. And it's done on seed. Don't think anything is expensive here in Denmark, but that's maybe because I'm used to it. Yeah, that's true, I think. And also, usually your income is adapted to the cost of living. If you look at the California side of America, these people have real high income, but they also have high expensive costs in buying things. This is alt again. Russia. I think in Russia everything is doubled each day these days. Seeding roles. Currency. The currency is cheap, yeah. Do they? I'm not sure if Russia still has a currency, the ruble. come on, guys, this is taking way too much time just to create a simple user there. What are you doing? Yes, that's also what I'm thinking. I want to create a user. I added the entity framework entity framework identity core 6 in here, but when you have no users in there, you want to basically seed one user, but usually it's done through services within the application. You can different options to do this. You have different options to, well, explain to me what options do I have here. Because what I'm looking at here, usually you have the API there when you just add your user through the accounts thingy, but the first one, you want to put in there, that should be the main admin or something. That should be initiated by a secret on Azure, for instance. So the first one, two options, there's more. Well, a startup is no longer there anymore. But I do think it's a great idea. Because the application, let's start well, I already have the application here. And I now have a register button and a login button. But initially, when there's no user available, program is in the API it is in here. So instead of accounts, I basically want to do the same thing. When the register model is empty, for instance, because this one is basically triggered by the login page and now the register page, but I want to eliminate the register page and just push one in through a secret from Azure. But that is a good option. What I could do if you're not authenticated, because if I'm not authenticated like this and I go into here, oh, it's not redirecting. This should now redirect. If this no login, it should go to register. But instead of yeah. If you use API to create an account, you can create a method, for example, register admin, register model. Right, yeah. The register model should be the one collected from Azure or something like that. Basically, you should have something like this. Copy. Register admin. Something like this. And then we have to return something there. That solves it, I think. Why is there a squiggly at the end? Did I miss something there? Where's my account? There. Oh, did I just miss this one? No, it's still not working. That's this one. That one. And this one should be that. That's the way to do it. After I call the endpoint and create admin account, I can authorize the method, so you can use the method afterwards. After I call the endpoint and create the admin account, I can authorize the method. Yeah, but then are you then deploying it twice? So you first deploy it with without the authorize, and then the next run, whenever you update your application, you put in the authorize in there. So no one else can do it, basically. Yeah, true. That sounds okay. So in this case, you should have something new identity user. You should get this from Azure. Oh. Just to fake one in now. Yes, you can send. I think you can. Google. What do you think I have open here? Google. Oh, this was a test to see if you can link. I just thought you had a great suggestion just by Googling the solution. Low, low. Can use my low icon for that. Why is that not showing? Testing the link in chat. Yeah. Why do I just see? I don't see everything in my chat window there. Let's refresh that. Okay, my chat window is a little bit behind. Not sure why. Let's see if that works. Low. Oh, got a Twitter link in between. Get from Azure Vault. Funny ball. I like your icons. Create async. Basically smelly code, but oh, now it's a duplicate in there. So instead of seeding the user, this is much more secure, I think, because you can block this with the authorize later on. That's true. There's also this option where you can put this in your app settings, like authentication. Like really secret user, and do the same with really secret password. Don't think this is all recommended. Initialize a initial user, that's not initial secret. Then There's the config thingy. Where is it? Like this. Copy. No, not in here. Put that in here. Why is there no intelligence there? Do the same with this. Oh, now something went wrong here. There, I think. Initial secret. Build. Oh yes, yes, yes. Stop debugging. You put email as a secret, really? Oh, really? Yeah. That should be the same as this one. Copy. Then do this one. That should be there. So get a new user, that's the new user. And then the password will be the secret. If that all works, then it should give an OK. And at this time, there's no necessity to hide the secret because there's nothing you can do on the website, really, other than registration from yourself. So instead of where is it? The website. I lost it. Well, wow. What is happening here? It's going too fast. Who is doing this? Rated Fanny Reinders. Really? Were you live streaming just now? Did I miss your live stream? What were you doing there? Let's do a shout out here for. Can I also do a shout out from my stream elements thing? Fanny Reinders. Is that working? Yes, it's working. Fanny Reinders is my peer live streamer. He's doing a lot of things with .NET Core. Always a joy to watch, live especially. But I never know when you start streaming. Is that do you have a schedule yet? Oh Oh, you're actually live on mine right now. Yeah, really? I don't think you're currently streaming, are you? Let's have a look. Oh, I'm hosted in yours, I guess. No. Wow, we get the Droste effect. Wow. See my mouse circling inside a smaller window. So what did you do today? Where's your schedule? Oh, that was actually in the schedule. Job card system. Is that the job card system that you built a couple of years ago that you transformed into a newer version and now you get the Blazor version? I think this was, wasn't this a VB thing first and then you moved it over to a newer language and now starting from scratch again? This is the third time. How to build your application more than once, improving it over time. So when is your next schedule then? Is that fixed or is that random? The green field this time. I was wondering why I was not following, but I'm not signed up in this window. I need to find a fixed schedule. Kids keeping me from busy. I think you should turn it around. You should just pick a time and make sure that your kids are relocated or joining your stream maybe. But stick to your time. Is it also that tonight the SDN cast was live? youtube.com/SDNcast. For anyone who doesn't know, Fanny and I previously hosted the SDN cast. We both stopped doing that, but if you go back in history, you see, in this case, you see me in there. But if you go all the way back, I think videos, I'm not sure how many videos there are in there. But if we go all the way back, there's Fanny, and there's Fanny. Did you know, by the way, that YouTube has introduced this preview thing? If you're hovering over it, that does count these days as viewing minutes. So if people are starting hovering over your videos, that's counting in your. Oh, there you are again. That's counting for your minutes and your statistics. Oh, there am I. What am I wearing there? Something orange. But also the downside, obviously, if you have this video, for instance, 6161, and someone is hovering over it, and then after some seconds, people think, well, that's nothing. They never click on it either. And that's, then you lost your minutes there. But I was looking at if it's live today. Oh, stop that. 3 months ago, really? Is that really the last one? 4 weeks ago. 1 month? 2 months? 2 months? Should be every 14 days. Well, anyway, 360 subscribers. It's dropping. I started the application, I think, but where is the application? Don't know where the application went. Well, let's stop this again. Where's the Swagger thing? There, close that. Good luck with your stream. I had audio problem for the first 2 hours. Lol. Windows update messed with my mic. Yeah, the last 3 I had holidays last week, so I did not stream last week. But the last stream from the week before that, YouTube decided just to cut off my first part of the recording for no reason. So I'm not sure why that was happening. But sometimes shit happens. Oh, what's happening? Is it still working? Yes. Swagger. Oh, I closed it because I opened your Twitch channel in my application window. So, on the initial load of the website, we should have an initial registration there and a login one, and not a register going through the other thing. Because this one will go into here, but I don't want anyone to register other than me. So I can also remove that, just like this. So if I log in here, there's nothing to, is there something to log in there? I don't think so. Test 1, 2, 3, 4 dot bang. Yeah, that's not. Make it Joe maybe. Also, Jake. I think it's just gone. There's nothing in there. So if I, what is it? Register. Let's see, submit. You don't even need to put it in here in the UI from the website, because I can basically do something like this one. Just try it out. Oh, I still have the parameter in there. There's no need to put that in there. But anyway, you can, because this one will be ignored. So if I do this, execute it, did it succeed? Oh, really? I didn't meet the requirements with my super secret password that I put in there. Oh, no, not closing my Fish Studio. Oh, darn it. Thanks for that. It's closing my Fish Studio. Let's clean this up anyway. Let's open it again. Soft is in software. Let's fix my super duper secret password in there. My super duper secret password should match the requirement of the password 1234.bang. So now everyone knows my super duper secret password. And let's bring in the username here as well. joe@docus.nl. Save. Now let's run this again. Oh, and I still did not remove the parameter for the register admin thing because there's nothing to register. So let's stop that again. Hoping not closing Studio again. Oh, yes, that was okay. Let's go into the API here and now go to the, where is it? I lost it already. Okay, register admin there, and now there's no need to have the register model in there. So let's run it now again. Go to Swagger, and then go to register admin, try it out, execute, and it was a success, I think. So now I should have a user called, where is it? Where's the application settings there? Super secret Joe Docus. Logging in. joe@docus.nl. And the password should be test1234-bang. And not dash bang, dot bang. And it's not right. Why is it not right? Did I copy odocus? No, that's not right. I don't think so. No, it should be this. Copy. Copy. Yes. It happened. And now you should something here. You can see it. The content is authenticated. joe@docus.nl test1234.bang. Yeah. Good. So now if I want to deploy this, I want to put this thingy there in here somewhere. So let's have a look at the navigation thing. Navigation menu. And there is the login display part. That's this one. So basically I never want to release this. Only want to log in and log out. Save. Now we only have the login thing. And we have the navigation thing there. Navigation menu. Let's try this. Copy. Make there 2 of these. Make that login and log out. Maybe it's even better to... Can we do that? Cut that out. The login, you should delete the login if you go in here. Href is login. This one should go to logout. Then, where's this squiggly? Yeah, that's a logic. Oh, because I'm still running it. Then we have the login display. That's now, let's have a look. That's now put in here. Should bring that in here, maybe. Yeah, let's rebuild and apply the changes. So now we have a login thing there. And if we log in there, Joe at docus.nl, test 1234.bang. Oh, the alignment is not really how it should be. Oh. One Lion just hosted stream with him, so he started streaming again? Wow. Crazy times again. Thank you for following Epic Tickle. Tickle, yes, Tickle. Epic Tickle. Streamed for an hour after the meeting. Yeah, that must be a new thing, streaming for an hour. One away from the goal. Oh, really? Is it 99 now? So I have to adjust my... Oh, Dukasoft is now following. I think I got my goal here. There we go. I have to adjust my goal to 1,000. That might be a little bit over the top. Maybe 110 for next. Bam! Wow. This year is full of goals. Where is it? I had some button there. Where is it? Can I do that in here? I can do that in here. Show you the things in the kitchen. Oh, why is it pulling it back again now? Come on. Come on. It's not working. Why is it doing this? So let's do the streaming tools overlay. My overlay is showing my kitchen again. The floor goal. I just adjusted it to fit for the current month, and now I have to adjust it again. Floor goal. Settings. Well, what shall we do? 125. Save that. Then reload that thingy. Where is my thingy there? Is it now reload? Oh, that's the wrong one. I should reload this one. Sorry guys, you're no longer fitting the goal. It's a moving target. Congratulations, you've received 100 messages today with the restream chat. 100 messages already. Why is there a tweet button there? If I can show that again while I'm showing my kitchen anyway. There's a congratulations, you received 100 messages today with restream chat. And a tweet button there. Not sure why I would want to tweet that. For some reason, I don't know. Let's go back to the coding window. Yeah, so welcome to the stream. I'm currently doing Blazor just like one lion. But not as sophisticated as one lion, but I'm currently working on putting identity in my page. Logging out, and then now you're not authenticated. Interesting, because this I can remove that also while I'm not logged in. That's also a good option. Now it's actually it's really sophisticated. I have an API in there, and with my API, I'm currently. Where is it? Come on. I'm currently hard coding it from my... Well, it's not really hard coding it. I'm picking it up from my application settings, but this one will be overruled by my user secrets. And when you're posting it into Azure, then you indeed can overrule it with either an Azure Vault item or just a secret. Yeah. So that's and the reason for this is that this is a Blazor WebAssembly, and you don't want to store your secrets in a WebAssembly, so you need to pick that up from an API and pick that up from your secret in the server. And the downside, obviously, is that you cannot run offline if you want to authenticate. I think you can still use your token for some time. My expiry for the token is 1 day. But and the interesting thing is that I was on a holiday last week, and I was still logged in here as the Jodocus.nl. Jodocus, that's a familiar Dutch character, so I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4 dot bang. Oh yeah, I was on a holiday last week, and when I restarted it today, my token was still mentioning that it was logged in apparently. So I'm not sure if my expiry mechanism is already working or not. Should be check that a bit more. But there is no real critical information in here, and especially right now with the admin page has no content at all. But I wanted to have the authentication in place first without storing it in the WebAssembly, because as you know, you can just recompile or get your passwords from the binary, and that's not what you want. Most times you have to create an auto login, log out when it expires. Yes, true. And I need to add that in, so I need to put that on my list there. GitHub.com. The JWT expiry is probably working, so the actions won't apply to the API, but you just need a mechanism that reads if the token expiry. That's true. I think that's not done right now. I just collect the token, and if the token is there and it's valid, so if you spread the token around, I think it's also working. I should indeed check if the token is expired or not. Oh, why am I logged out again? I have to go into my password manager again. Lucky for me, it was still on the recent used list. And I want to use the 2-factor because I'm too lazy to pick up my phone. Get me a code here. So if we go to my projects, soft as in software, clean up, add new tag for video, add security, that's what we are working on. Update the gear page with all the stuff that I use it to stream, that's in there, so that can be finished. That's in my seed item. Updated with all the stuff that I use to stream. Add items to gear list. Offline not to get boring streams. To see that's already done. So you can see that my gear list is automatically seeded with the at least some of the items that I use. just to provide some content to the website and for demo purposes. And obviously I want to be getting very rich by people buying stuff through my links here. In fact, I'm really... The real fact is that I probably get rejected because no one is buying anything through my links here. And I get a notification by Amazon that I get kicked out due to not enough traffic coming from my website. And that's a logical thing because my website has been up only for a short time and the gear page is in there maybe a week or so, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know. So I use this to buy my own stuff. So I go into here and then I buy something like a book on Blazor. And then I buy a book on Blazor. I'm not sure why I get a beginner's guide to anxiety. How that's related to Blazor. But sadly enough, when I buy something myself, I don't get any credit at all. Nothing. Rien ne va plus. Nothing. Zero. And I also use the gear list for my own purposes, so I can remember what type I have in here. So like my camera there, the Sony A600 6400, and I never remember the right number there. I always tend to think that I have the 6600, but that's really not true. Anxiety books should just be in general software development. True, yes. We are all learning every day with software development, so you have everyday general anxiety to handle. But I don't think you should solve it with a book. Well, obviously I should say you should solve it with a book, because then you can use my link and buy the book. And now I completely forgot what I was doing. Oh, I was putting item in here, like a new one. Check. Expiration. On the GWT token. And maybe that's a nice feature, autolog off. This is what you see with your banks. If you're in a website, for instance, processing your money, then after a minute or so, you get this notification. Are you still there? And if you're not, then you dropped off the connection. Thanks for following, Wolfswain. We have a lot of followers today. We have Wolfswain, Ducasoft, Epictical, Manadono, and we have the raid from One Lion, Fanny Reinders, and the other one was, I think Vladimir Cabrera was from the stream from One Lion yesterday when I joined his chat window, where One Lion did a shout out for my channel, and then he followed me while I was not streaming. Yeah, so this is what I should add in there. For now, let's have a look at this again, because I think the admin should be in the authenticated area. So if we go in here, No, not in here. Here. Oh, that's not possible. It is possible if I remove this from this one and bring it over to login display. If I'm logged in, then you can show it in here. Oh, that's not right. Let's bring that outside the list there. Why is it not formatting my document? Is it simply not understanding? Oh, it's because maybe I'm running my application. That's better. And this one should be aligned a little bit, like a paragraph maybe. Is the user actually in the database? What is kind of comment is that? Oh, I know what comment it is, but that's related to the token, because the token was still valid, but I cleared the database, and now I cleared my GitHub again. Don't let me log in again. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's still there. Good. Projects. Software in software. This one, check expiration. Add. Check if the token is valid. Also check if the user is still a valid user. Check if the user exists in the database, as we've seen that when we cleared the database and the token is still active, it will stay logged in. And that shouldn't be an issue with my application, but because I'm only having one login, but it just should not happen. So I now put the admin shield in the authorized section, so you should never see the admin part if you're not logged in. And I also want to put some lock in there. Let's Google that. What's it? OI shield. Open iconic. And I want to have a lock or something. have two items. A lock locked and we have a lock unlocked. So it should be, the logout should be a lock unlocked. If we log out, then it's locked. It's like the bridge. Is the bridge open or is the bridge closed? A lot of banks use stateful authentication. Yeah. Yeah, and obviously the security around bank applications are completely different than I think this one. What was it? Lock. Is the bridge open or is the bridge closed if you want to log out? Is the lock locked for the logout item? Lock locked. Roberto Belmonte. Good evening. At least at my place it's good evening. Not sure if your place is also good evening. Copy. And we want to log in. We want to unlock it, I think. Do you agree? Let's run this. Alignment is still not really how it should be, but at least the admin is now visible when you log out. Let's log out here. Now we have, yeah, I'm not sure. I think it should be opened to show the current state, and the current state is locked, and so I think we should turn it around. So let's make this unlocked and make this one locked. And I also wanted to have some space in between, just like we've seen in here. I'm not sure why this is showing better. Because it's the exact same thing, but this is not showing any space in here. That's strange. Let's do F5 again. Roberto Belmonte is on YouTube, so everyone else might be wondering who is Roberto Belmonte, but he is on YouTube. Oh, you see, I think you see it in my, yeah, you see it in the chat on my screen. So why is this, there's no space in between there. If I log in, Joe at Docus, test 1234.bang. See, the admin is also not. There's There's some space in there, and why is there no space in here and no space in there? Because that's not part of the navigation thing. Let's have a look at the what is it? Control Shift I. Yeah. Let's make this a little bit wider to see the difference. Oh. Why is this different compared to this one? Empty? That's the href. That's the full navigation item. But this full navigation item is just a little bit different than, let's say, this one. This one has href, it's the same. But this one has a text dark in there. This one. And this does not. And there is here a before, while there's no before in this one. OI shield. This one, this has this strange obfuscation thingy there. What is it? Oh, there's the before as well. But this one has the Blazor thingy in there. That's generated in there. But it's not generated in this part. Because it's... it should be given through to the item in there. It should be passed in. Navigation menu. Does this? Oh, the CSS is only. Yeah, that's the downside of this isolated CSS thingy. True, yes, true. So how do you get pass isolated CSS on to child components? There's no answer here. Of course, a trivial style child component when you hover over the parent component using normal CSS, but I'm using isolated here. I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm using the isolated CSS. Oh, there you are. Problem is that obviously in the scenario the child component has no awareness of parent. So how do I get around this? I guess I'm looking for the opposite of the deep pseudo thingy there. Conditionally style the child component based on a different parent. Based on the class, pseudo class from its parent. Yes, I think it's normal CSS or passing parameters, but not being CSS. So he doesn't get an answer here. Was this the one that I clicked? Setting class on styling class component from how to achieve style inheritance with Blazor CSS isolation. The problem, the use isolation, how does magic work, how to work with child components, that's this one. There you have a child component. I'm a child component, but the styling is not working. Deep H1. Cascade styles to the child component without the need of a new component specific CSS. We'll do this with a deep combinator in our CSS. So we have to put deep in front of that thing. See, now it's adopted. Okay, so let's have a look at the thing here. So we have a navbar toggler, navbar, the top row. At least why we want something on this one. Why is that squiggly there? Where is it? Child, where's the child here? Child. Well, that's exactly what we have here. Oh, I probably need to restart it because that's need to generate this thing in there. Navigation item. Not sure why it's complaining about that. CSS 104. CSS 104. Deep. is not a valid pseudo element. Yeah. Yeah, it's not working in Blazor 5 or 6. Why not? Turns out I need to add the CSS style sheet directly to my Razor page, remove all the entries from the site CSS and main layout. And now everything works again, no deep required. Yeah, that's the easy way out if you put everything in the main CSS, but that's not what you want to do. Deprecated. Deep is not working as expected. Deep dot something. Was this solved? Build G closed, resolved, and limited conversation. Let's see. I think the confusion here is thinking that deep can be used as a modifier on another part of the selector. We don't currently support that, nor say in the docs that instead we only support deep being used as a separate part within a selector. A deep, is that behind it? Table deep. So that's the other way around. No, there's no change. Let's first have a look if it's doing something. I have 5. No, it's not working. I can sneak in the same CSS obviously, but that's cheating. What if I put something here? Login display. Add. Item. CSS. Called login display.razor.css. That's adopted. Now take this one and copy and paste it in this one, local version. It's really dirty, but just to check if it's working. It's not working. Control F5 maybe. That's working. Same spacing. I think the spacing is a little big if you look at this. Also, maybe I just can put this one after the logout. But at least it's working. Now let's go in here again. The login display only has a nav link. And the OI shield. OI there. And nav link. There's no nav link in here. Nav item. We don't have a nav item here. What if we just remove all of these? Top row, navbar brand, only this one. What if we just keep this one in? And go to here. I want to put this behind this one. Save. F5. It's almost midnight for me. Where is it? There. Login. This looks nice. Then go to joe@docus.nl. Test 1234.bang. That's also nice. I think the space is a little bit big. It could be a little bit smaller maybe. So depending on the width of the... Not really. Wow, this is wrapping around. That works properly. Not bad. .bang. Nice. Yeah, I'm still in doubt if I should switch it around. Looks a bit strange if you have an open lock with a lockout, or you have the closed lock with login. On the other end, the way it is currently looking looks okay to me. let's have a look here. Who is in here? Dimitri TV is offline. Who is online? Tim Baudet is building his car thingy. Callow Creation. Okay, well, for now, let's. I think this is working properly. The putting in the authentication. I will go and check this in separately outside the stream because I need to create some secrets on the server and to avoid getting this one in. Where is it? The app settings. I need to basically fix this, and there's no need to all have these eyes on this. And that also allows me to do some testing without spies around me. Let's see. Let's wrap this up then. Go to here. Do you stop to debugging? Yes. And close this and close that and close this. And why is this still turning up? I'm not sure why that's happening. Let's see. Who can we rate today? I would say Tim Baudet. We haven't been rating him for a while. What is he doing? He's cooking? What is this? Oh, he's building a PC. Really? Wow. He's always programming, but that's interesting. Let's start a raid with him. Say goodbye to him. Say hello to him and goodbye to me. And I see you next Thursday. Tomorrow is the Office Community Day, a community call. I will be presenting there the Office Development add-in repo. I think I put the link here somewhere in the previous chat. Let's see if I can find that quickly. Like this one, the Office Community Call. I will be doing a presentation tomorrow there. If you like to see Office add-ins and things like that in Blazor, it's the official Microsoft call, and you can join it and join the chat. So thanks for watching. See you next Thursday then. I hope to see you back then. Thanks for watching, and we are going to rate Tim Baudet and see how he is building a PC. Looks very interesting. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.